Yo, yo, yo. What it do? What what it do? Sorry I'm late, boys. That's my bad. It's my bad. It's just too hot, man. And we're running errands at nighttime and it's still hot as fuck. But here we are. Here we are. Errands are done and live stream is about to start. Shout out everybody tuning in. Once again, sorry I'm late. It's my apologies, boys. At nighttime. But what do we think about today's thumbnail? I mean, it's pretty legendary, no? Here we are. Errands are done. And damn, I probably got to be a little live bit stream quiet, is about to start. Unfortunately, I
Shout out everybody tuning in.
Once again, sorry I'm late.
It's a pain in my ass.
My apologies, boys. At nighttime. But what do we think about today's thumbnail? I mean, it's pretty legendary, no? Shout out to everybody watching though. If you guys can, run up the likes on the stream as we're all tuning in, that would be much appreciated. Shout out everybody tuning in. Once again, sorry I'm late.
It's a pain in my ass.
My apologies, boys. At nighttime.
But run up likes on stream
before we get started. Shout out to everybody watching though. If you guys can, run up the likes on the stream as we're all tuning in, that would be much appreciated. Shout out everybody tuning in. Once again, sorry I'm late.
It's a pain in my ass.
My apologies, boys. At nighttime.
Run up likes on stream
before we get started. Shout out to everybody watching.
What's poppin', homie Perfecto? What's poppin', Black Chives Matter? What up, Dun Daughter? What up, Tony M? What up, America First? What up, Meat Rocket? Meat Rocket been out for a minute, but homie's back. Streets talking. Oh my gosh, Tony M with the fucking neighbor comments. Champion rounds cut. As soon as Perry stops cracking there, I'm gonna crack open this beer.
What up, Tony M? What up, America First?
All right, Tony M.
Meat Rocket been out for a minute, but homie's back.
Shout out to Tony M, my man.
Oh my gosh, Tony M with the fucking neighbor comments.
Tony M kills me. All right, homie. You conducting a whole ass comedy set.
As soon as Perry stops
Tony M.
cracking there, I'm gonna crack open this beer.
Otto says, yo, what up? I hope you're having a great night, man, and everybody else too. I'm having a great night, Otto. And I'm glad, or I hope you're having a good day,
Shout
Otto.
out to Tony M, my man.
Glad to see you in here. Dylan says, sub Castro. What's up, Dylan?
Tony M kills
What's poppin',
me.
homie?
You conducting a whole
Tony says, sub cut, audio, fuck. Oh, okay, it should be fixed. That's my bad. Sorry, boys. Anyone's audio bugged? Yeah, it's my bad. It's repeating itself. That's my bad. Sorry. I tried catching up on chat, so I didn't see your guys' messages. You know, we got quite a bit of good stuff to talk about. So yeah, I was cracking up to myself writing those. No, honestly, Tony M, that's some good shit. That's some good shit, Tony M. I mean, it's excellent. It's excellent, Tony M. I love it, homie. You're actually funny as hell, Tony M. I got to give it to you. I can't hold you on that. Banging so hard, gonna break through on Perry's setup is crazy work. That shit's crazy work. IGBBN as soon as he about to bust. Tony M is hilarious. Okay, all good. All good. So yeah, shit, I mean, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I never even say that. But yeah, happy Sunday, boys. And I really came on here to say one thing. Let's just kick it off like this. You know, we'll talk about UFC 330 momentarily. But and I do have some things for you guys, but I mean, man, you know, I really love today's thumbnail. Give me a second. We got some good bookmarks to go through, but Where is it? Hang on. Roro says, Abe Perry, big 21 today. You're 21 years old, Roro? Damn, good shit, homie. Happy birthday, big dog. Happy birthday, Ro. My man. 21. Good shit, homie. You got the world ahead of you. You got the world ahead of you, homie. You got the world ahead of you, big dog. What you finna do? Okay, here it is. The choke, you know what I mean? I mean, can we just like open this up? Yeah, we just want to look at this. Okay, I just got to get started on this and then we'll find our way. But I mean, Quillin Salkilld, his next opponent needs to be Usman Nurmagomedov. Quit playing. Quit playing. You know, I'm going to say this once and I'll probably have some more for you guys later. You guys know me. I'll probably have some more for you guys later, but I'm going to say this now. Okay, I'm going to say it now. Everyone want to act like they know what's going on, right? But it's funny because if you do know what's going on, then why are you calling for Quillin to be fighting guys like, in a sense, Max Holloway, Charles Oliveira? You know, the list goes on, right? What are we doing? What are we doing? These guys are not going to take the fight against Quillin. It's a great idea. If you think about Quillin Salkilld and you think about what's best for him, it's a great idea. It's best for him. You know, Max Holloway, Charles Oliveira. These are great fights. They make sense. You know, Max Holloway coming off a fluky Conor McGregor fight. Before that, he lost to Oliveira. Oliveira, you know, submitted Gamrot and what's his name? Quillin did it quicker. I think Oliveira submitted Gamrot. He stopped Gamrot. I'm just not sure on the finish. Pretty sure it was a submission though. But yeah, Charles rear naked choked Gamrot in the second. Quillin rear naked choked him in the first. So I see the parallels. You know, I see the parallels in it, but it's like the ball doesn't stop at, oh, I submitted a guy quicker than Charles Oliveira did, so now I'm in the talks to fight Charles Oliveira. Guys, the fight to make is Usman Nurmagomedov versus Quillan Salkilld. This is the definition of what the UFC does. And if they do fight, it would be bad, my ninja. It would be bad. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It would be bad for Usman. It would be bad. We want Usman versus Quillin Salkilld in the UFC. That's what we want. That's what we want. Quillin versus Usman Nurmagomedov in the UFC. If you're not calling for it, get lost, homie. What you doing? What you doing not calling for that? You're really going to waste your breath calling for Max Holloway versus Charles or you know, Charles Oliveira for Quillin? You're really going to waste your breath. It's Quillin Salkilld versus Usman Nurmagomedov all day. All day. Tony says, cold ass picture. Yeah, round 2, I believe. I fuck with that matchup. See all the Daggy fanboys cry, cuh. Cupcake says, my boys, what's poppin', Cupcake? Good to see you, homie. Let's do another poll because it's important. It's not just about what I say. It's about what the streets want. So, who next for Quillin? Right, we got Usman. You know, Quillin called for BSD, which shows he doesn't know what the hell he's doing either. But BSD is actually kind of viable. Charles Oliveira. Max Holloway. You guys got a fourth option by chance? You guys want BSD in there? I feel like Patty versus Ilya needs to happen, right? Everybody's in agreement about that to some extent. But I don't know, man. I don't think it works out like that. Anyway, that's another conversation for another day. Usman. Okay, so let's see. Cupcake says, why he looking at the camera like that? Killer. I mean, straight stone cold killer. Had the presence of mind to peep the camera lens while securing the rear naked choke on Gamrot. Faster than Charles Oliveira did, might we add. Quillin was looking more swole too, or was it just me in the arms and chest? I mean, Quillin's the bigger guy. There's a lot I want to kind of speak about. Would you fight him or get choked out, Brandon? Quillin's probably fucking me up, bro. Let's be real. Let's be real. Quillin's probably fucking me up. I don't claim to be. I mean, I could beat Junior Taffa in a fight. Odyssey says, anybody else hurt their tailbone by doing sacrificial throws? Because I feel like I landed wrong because my bottom hurts now. Oh, you mean Otto, you hurt your tailbone getting thrown in like jiu-jitsu or something? You definitely landed wrong, homie. You do not want to land on your tailbone. You want to land on your back, man. You want to land on your back for sure, not the tailbone. That's why they say flatten out the arms when you fall down to brace the impact. You're falling on your back. You know what I mean? You don't want to be falling like with your ass tooted back like that. Like if this is your tailbone, you do not want to fall like that. You want to fall like flat. You feel me, Otto? You want to fall flat. So, hopefully that helps, Otto. You fall on your back, homie, and you could throw your arms out too to brace the fall. But you don't even have to really do that. Tony says, boy got that super soldier serum. Yeah, Quillin's the real deal. Only been training 8 years. Would you fight him or get choked out? What's up, Go? What's up, MJ? Cupcake says, he looking at the doubters like, what now? Shit, I never doubted him. How funny is that? We always knew. We always knew. I can't believe people were not really picking him. Rose says, Usman Schmoosman, feed him to Holloway. But, bro, how do you go from Conor McGregor fight to Quillin Salkilld? It's not happening. It's not happening. Like, think about it like this, too. The UFC pays... Here's what... And this is what I wanted to get into. You know, guys, you guys are great, too. And I do wish you guys continue to run it up in the chat for me. Please and thank you in advance. But, you know, sometimes it's like I can't even rely on the chat. I got to bring it to you guys. So just keep fucking interacting in the chat because I got to bring it to you guys right now. I don't even got time to read the chats. Okay? I don't even got time to read the chats about me fucking up Junior Taffa. Just send him my way. Okay? Send his ass my way. We putting him in the dirt. Anyway. Okay? Anyway. I want to speak about some things. You guys talk about Charles Oliveira. You talk about Max Holloway. Look, bro, they get paid so much money. They're not fighting Quillin Salkilld. Not until Quillin Salkilld is making some of the big bucks too. It just makes no sense to pay these guys so much money. And then they put him against Quillin Salkilld. Salkilld can't headline a pay-per-view. These are pay-per-view headliners. You're talking about Max Holloway, Charles Oliveira. Pay-per-view headliners. Charles Oliveira, the current BMF champion. Max Holloway just headlined a card with Conor McGregor with no fucking belt. Everything Max Holloway does is main events. Everything fucking Charles Oliveira does is main events. You know? And it's like Salkilld is not getting the Oliveira or Holloway matchup, in my humble opinion, because of the pay scales as well. And it's also for Quillin, you know, until he gets that big bag, right? Until Quillin gets that big bag, does he want to fight Max Holloway? Does he want to fight, you know, Charles Oliveira? I'm sure he might, but you got to be careful about what stage in your career you take these fights. I don't know what he's getting paid right now, but he's still early on in his career. You're fighting world champions, the guy who just came off the fight with McGregor. Are you going to get a raise in pay? You know? So Quillan got some negotiating to do. It's just, I think it's too far. They're too far apart right now to put them together yet. They're too far apart, which is why you need to bring in Usman Nurmagomedov, okay, with all of his fucking fan base, all of them crybaby daggies. Okay, you got to bring in Usman Nurmagomedov with all the crybaby daggies. You got to beat him in his debut, send him back home to Dagestan crying, forget all about his bitch ass, okay? And then Quillin Salkilld has arrived. He just beat former PFL Bellator champion Usman Nurmagomedov, took his cousin to the great Habib Nurmagomedov, teammate and training partner to the great two-division champion Islam Makhachev. Okay, this is brother, right, to Umar Nurmagomedov, older or younger brother to Umar Nurmagomedov, younger big brother to Umar Nurmagomedov. You guys get the story. Anyway, Salkilld needs to beat this dude in his debut and send him back home packing. Send him back home to Dagestan packing. Then the world is Quillin's oyster. Then he has that name on his resume. I beat Usman Nurmagomedov. Come see me. Come see me. Now, I got a few more things to say. And it's like, listen, whoever's watching right now, this is why you pay me the big bucks. This is why Franklin pays me the big bucks, because I'm not done cooking. Absolutely, I'm not done cooking. I want to say something about Mateusz Gamrot. I want to say something about him, fighting for money at this stage of his career. I want to say something about Ali Abdelaziz trying to get in front of the narratives about, who Usman should be fighting when he debuts in the UFC. Because Ali Abdelaziz is scary of this guy right here, Quillan Salkilld. Okay, you guys heard it from me first. Ali Abdelaziz is scary of Quillin Salkilld for Usman Nurmagomedov all week long. All I've been seeing in headlines, what's his name? Ali Abdelaziz been trashing the whole top four. He said everybody's name in the top five except for Arman, or he might have even said Arman, but I don't, because Arman's booked. Everybody who's not booked in the top five besides Gaethje, Ali Abdelaziz said that Usman beats him. He said that Usman makes Ilya quit. He said that Usman beats Max Holloway. He said that Usman's he even mentioned Gaethje. He said that Usman is the front runner for Gaethje, I think, or somehow Chael Sonnen's reporting that. Chael Sonnen's reporting that Usman's the front runner for the Gaethje title fight. How does he know this? Says who? There's more. Who the fuck else is up in this top five? I'm not done, bro. Ali Abdelaziz is trying to get all ahead of it all week long while Quillin Salkild's fighting. He's trying to build up these other matchups because, God forbid, if Quillin Salkilld wins, he knows the UFC is fucking itching. They're thirsting for that matchup. He knew it. He's trying to get ahead of it all week. It all makes sense now. You guys saw all of it. I'll even show you some bookmarks. But yeah, Ali Abdelaziz said that Usman makes Ilya quit. Ali Abdelaziz said, Max Holloway fight is there. And he definitely said that Gaethje, or somebody, Chael's reporting that Gaethje is the front runner, or Usman's the front runner for Gaethje. I don't know where these reports are coming from, but I don't like it. I don't like it. And there's more to some of this shit. Hang on. I got some funny bookmarks and some serious ones, but hang on. It's right here. Chael Sonnen says Usman Nurmagomedov is the closest to fight Justin Gaethje next for the lightweight title. How do you feel about that? Does Sonnen know something we don't? Why do I feel like Chael Sonnen messaged manager Ali Abdelaziz and Ali sold him some wolf tickets? Why do I feel like that's the case, man? Because that is the fucking case, man. I could see it now. Chael Sonnen says, "Hey, manager Ali, I just want to know, your Usman Nurmagomedov's or your Justin Gaethje's manager. Who's next for Justin Gaethje? Who's the front runner for Justin Gaethje?" Ali says it's fucking Usman. Are you kidding me, bro? In the grand scheme of things, with the logjam of the UFC lightweight division when it comes to the title opportunity, and you're gonna give it to this guy Usman? Fuck no, bro. Usman can get clapped by Quillin Salkilld, and then we'll talk about him.
But that wasn't today's task. Today's task was to use the Hoofy Armin announcements to try to deduce who would be next for Gaethje. The formula that I just laid out, if we're to look at what I just laid out and the information that we have, and we're not to take it with a grain of salt, we're taking it as an absolute fact. If that is the case, the leading candidate for Gaethje's world title is Usman Nurmagomedov.
I don't know. I'm kind of jumping in that convo, so I don't know the full context behind it, but whatever. We got more fish to fry. I just want to show this. It's like Gamrot getting choked out. Look at Gamrot moments before getting choked out. Both paws on the fucking canvas. Are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? It's just like, yikes, man. Famous last words. Keeping your hands on the canvas like that. Yeah, bro, get choked. What do you expect? Holloway reacting to Ali Abdelaziz, saying Usman Nurmagomedov demolishes him. Ali don't know shit about fighting. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Ali don't know shit about fighting.
Yeah, Ali don't know shit about fighting. Don Daughter says, or give Max to Umar. Max versus Umar. Umar. What do you mean Umar? Don Daughter. You mean Usman? Cupcake says, not for real. I don't want to see Max fight that far down in star power. I agree. Don Daughter says he should get Usman next. Quillan will make easy work of your boy 99 Cent. Damn, America first. Like that, huh? Tony M says, don't have time to read our chats. No, I just had to get that stuff off my chest. Now I'm back to reading the chats. I got more to say. Just got off the phone with Dana. They're giving Usman Jubilee, then title shot after that. I don't think Salkilld beats Usman, motherfucker. I think Salkilld would beat Usman. No, you know the blessed deserve this. Deserves what? We smoked out, loving it, homie. Shout out Perfecto. America versus Brandon. You think low-key Habib is hating on Islam for doing so good and potentially beating his record and surpassing him? Maybe like deep down in his soul, but I don't think he would like let it be shown. Neighbor about to stomp at any moment. Honestly, I feel like it, Perfecto. I do feel like it. America first saying Joshua Van has a few weeks left to possess the belt. Pantoja about to take it back. I don't think so, America first. We're on opposite ends with that one. The manager, Mr. Five Passports himself, agreed. Missed most of the card yesterday. Was it any good? Dundaughter, all I saw was the co-main and the main yesterday. Your guess is as good as mine. I think it might have been decent, Dundaughter. Honestly, I think the card might have been decent. If you want to go back and watch a couple fights, you should watch the Billy Ray Goff versus Ty Miller, and you should watch the Richie Miranda versus Manol Souza. Heard those were some fights worth watching. Also, you know, Steven Asplund versus Dude. So there were some good fights to watch. Capace's bad habit of wrestlers. Tonio says, Ali don't know about fighting, just terror attacks. Olivia being the it's okay. The fucking view count police because I'm hating on his boy Islam or Usman. Don Daughter says, Olivia get off his tip top or his tip, bro. Oh yeah. Exactly. Olivia just mad because I'm going after Usman. It's okay. Don't even worry about it. Cupcake says Max right and Ali just a hype man. What do you think of Max Gaethje rematch for title? No, I don't think Max Gaethje rematch for title because that's super entitled. Cupcake. I think Max needs to fight a real guy if he wants a real shot at the title. So if he wants to fight a real guy and have a real shot at the title, you know, I want him to fight Arman, but Max sitting out till 2027. So oh my gosh, here we go again. Joined August 9th, 2026. Report user. Impersonation. Spam. Hold on, then, daughter. I got you. Wait, don't. Wait, let me say something. Wait, don't. Oh. Go make another account, you stupid bitch. Anyway. Not just playing about the chat comment. UG, I watched the whole card. It was actually pretty good. 7.5 out of 10. Get off his tip. That's reserved for the neighbor. Yeah, Space Kid going after Olivia. You a goofy. Fuck Olivia. It's okay though, Olivia. Olivia just one of those crybaby ass Habib fans, bro. They're sickening. They're the worst of the kind. And it's shit like this, man. It's shit like this. Look at like this is all the Habib fans. I really want you guys to kind of see this right now. Look at this account, you know, everything about it, right? The name, Boris Dritmayev, right? All these gay ass fucking daggy fans are exactly that, bro. They're so fucking zesty. It's not even funny. They're just out here making fucking burners for these guys, like standing these accounts. Boris Dritmayev. What a fucking gay ass name, bro. Go get a fucking life. Boris Dritmayev. Anyway, he uses his platform to just shill for the Nurmagomedovs, and this is like so deep for him that like it. Let me just explain it, but it's like this guy goes Topuria fans, aka casuals. So you can just see we're quick to dismiss both Usman and Hughes, but remember the Dagestani who made Topuria bleed and quit during sparring? Not really. Here he is saying the Paul/Ilya sparring was very competitive and not one-sided as some fangirls try to claim. It's like, bro, what the fuck is this damage control for Usman Nurmagomedov? Like, oh, Usman Nurmagomedov had a hard time with Paul Hughes, but apparently so did Ilya in sparring, according to this fucking goofball clout chasing on the camera right now. You know, like what? What the fuck are these gay ass fucking Dagestani fans on half the time? I want you guys to understand this. This dude is so butthurt because there's sparring footage of Ilya piecing up Usman Nurmagomedov at Killcliff. Okay, there's sparring footage of Ilya and Usman sparring. Oh my god. There's footage of Usman. Oh my god. There's footage of Ilya Topuria and Paul Hughes sparring at Kill Cliff and Ilya putting pause on Paul Hughes. So everybody deduced, right? Ilya put pause on Paul Hughes for the, for that little clip that surfaced. But then they took the Usman Nurmagomedov versus Paul Hughes 1 and 2, and they said, damn, Paul Hughes gave Usman a ton of work, gave him a ton of problems. We all saw that sparring video of Ilia Topuria and Paul Hughes. I guess it's clear as day what would happen. Ilya's beating the shit out of Usman. These fucking gay-ass Dagestani fans are so butthurt about that this dude, years later, Usman and Paul Hughes already ran that rematch back like 2 years ago at this point. And this dude is still on that. That sparring footage between Ilya and Paul Hughes is fucking years ago. This dude is still on that. These gay-ass fucking Dagestani fans are insane. They're insane, and they're so fucking gay for their guys, it's even more insane. But that's all I really got to say. It's like, first off, if you're a Topuria fan, you're a casual, according to this dip fuck. And then it's like, don't be so hard on Usman for how he performed against Paul Hughes, because word on the street, according to this guy who claims he made Topuria bleed and quit in sparring, is that, Ilya and Paul Hughes had a much more competitive sparring session than that video led people to believe. It's like, what the fuck? I'm trying to give you guys the mental gymnastics right now. And if you're having a hard time understanding, that's how big of pussies the Nurmagomedov fan base is, bro. That's how big of pussies they are. They jump through all these hoops, all these mental gymnastics, just to make it so that their boy is fucking like still God to them. It's annoying, bro. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. And it's like, where's that? Cue the meme. It's like, who is this guy? Like, who is this fucking guy claiming he made Ilia Topuria bleed and quit? I'm sorry, I never heard of you a day in my life, homie. I'm pretty sure I would have. JDM, doing his thing. JDM doing JDM things. I never understood wearing a robe when you're fully clothed. I just don't understand it. Someone could explain it to me, maybe? Feed Usman both Topuria or Justin. I mean, it's like, bro, feed him fucking Quillan Salkilld and then shut your bitch ass up once he loses. Tell him Perry. AB versus Gaethje for the UFC title, says Cupcake. Why do the most boring fighters have the most diehard fans? Because those fans cope so hard because they love them so much. And then it makes them like double, triple, and quadruple down when they see all the backlash coming from their boys win, Shiloh says Nurmagomedov's on special sauce. They never lose, never forget. Probably. Don Daughter says, thank you. I got you, homie. Thanks for letting me know, Don Daughter, in a real, mellow way, too. It's like, by the way, that person's a fucking copycat. I'm the real Don Daughter. That's perfect. That's perfect. Cookie says, well, Islam is a cult, so they back each other no matter what instead of calling out truth. Yeah, it just annoys me. So I had to fucking... It's like, just the coping is insane in general. So I had to call it out. Justin body bags Usmanka. Yeah, I think so. I think Justin does body bag Usman. I mean, we could do that, but no, because then it's like a win for Usman. And I want it to be an L for Usman because of the way his fans ride for him. I don't want Usman to win for losing. And Usman would win for losing if he lost to Justin Gaethje. When he loses to Justin Gaethje. Justin throws Usman corpse in an alleyway dumpster. Yeah, there we go. R.I.P. Shavkat's father. You can always tell, though, who hasn't lost a family member. Because I swear to God, I mean, I don't think it's just me. Speaking as somebody who lost a parent, right? It's like you can always tell when somebody hasn't lost a parent because they cry so heavily for another man who loses their parent and they elevate them above everybody else. It's the gayest, corniest shit ever. And I honestly, ACD, like, I know I probably got to be nice and shit, but ACD does like a lot of goofy shit that I don't really fuck with. So I'll just be fine to say it. I mean, you know, ACD just does it again, man. Posting that Shavkat's father passed away. He's been through so much over the last couple years, bro. Like, I just like, it's not that it's not that I'm not sympathetic for people's parents passing away, but it's like, here's what I'll say. Okay, so Shavkat's dad just died, so like we all need to worry about Shavkat and cry for Shavkat. What about all the other fighters on the roster? I better hear you saying that for everybody then. Everybody on the roster's father who dies, I need you to cry for him. Make a little post about him, what they had to go through without their father. You know, make a little post about all of them then. If you want to cry for him, make a post about all of them. And it is rest in peace to Shavkat's pops. But it's like, Shavkat, since his last fight, missed a title shot due to a knee injury. His wife and son were involved in a car crash that resulted in the death of two of his wife's friends. Went through a divorce with his wife. Re-injured his knee that kept him out so long and underwent another surgery. Lost his father. An unbelievably difficult stretch for Shavkat. Shit, homie, so many of these guys go through worse. So many of these guys go through worse. This dude crying for Shavkat. Again, the fan base is insanely fucking zesty for these guys. The fan base is insanely zesty for these guys. Why are they crying for Shavkat? Joaquin Buckley raised with no fucking parents. I told you guys this a million times. Both parents dead before this dude's like 18. Gone. Mom gone before he's in fucking high school and shit like that. Raised by his grandmother. By the time he's like 20 something years old, his grandmother comes down with ALS. He's forced to be the fucking man of the house. Take care of his granny. Quit fighting, became a fucking full-time overnight manager at Walgreens so that he could take care of his grandmother during the day and work during the night when she sleeps. You want to talk about a fucking story? Every time someone wants to bring this shit up, I'm going to bring up the fucking Joaquin Buckley story. Every fucking time this shit gets brought up, I want to cry for some guy getting divorced and shit like that. Getting re-injured. Losing his father at like 30 fucking years old. What do you expect? That's life. And I don't mean to be so harsh. You know, rest in peace to Shavkat's father. But shit, you guys heard what I said. I better hear everybody crying about everybody else's father on the roster who dies then. It's annoying to hear about people crying for the fathers. Yeah, hardly anyone talks about Bobby Green's story till now. Why don't we talk about Bobby Green's fucking, you know, getting put up in foster care? His mother putting him out due to drugs. His brother killed. No parents, no brother. You know, and this fucking dude wants to simp out for Shavkat. I'm sympathetic, bro, but shit, man, keep that same energy. Every time somebody's father dies, I need to see a post from you, ACD, or else it's confirmation that you zesty for this dude. By the way, ACD is the same guy who celebrated. This is why I don't fuck with ACD. ACD will do this type of shit. ACD just doesn't have a mind of his own. ACD will do this type of shit, and then he's the same exact guy who celebrated Nick Diaz getting out of rehab and getting married. He said, congratulations to Nick Diaz on getting out of rehab and getting married. Congratulations. I'm so happy for him. This guy, ACD, you know? This fucking shill ACD. Yeah, I'm going to find that shit, bro. Even though that shit was in like January, huh? I can't find that shit if it was in January. I could scroll to the top, though. Nick Diaz. Look, this fucking idiot. I told you guys this dude's a fucking confirmed idiot. Confirmed idiot, bro. Some great UFC news. Nick Diaz got married in Las Vegas last week to his longtime girlfriend, Kayla. He recently just got out of rehab and has also just celebrated 1 year of sobriety. Here he is in good spirits and with his new wife, Mr. and Mrs. Diaz. You love to see it. You a fucking bitch, homie. Nick and Nate Diaz have settled their differences and finally reunited. I'm the one who broke that fucking news for the record. I'm the one who broke that news for the record. I'm the one who told you guys they had that they had differences to settle, didn't I? I'm the one who told you guys they got differences to settle. This guy picky and choosy or what? He got picky and choosy fucking brain. I told you both. I told you that Nick and Nate Diaz were beefing, and I told you Nick fucking skipped out on rehab and he married his toxic ass girl, and he was in a love triangle with Martin Sano Jr. You know, not listening to me on this, but listening to me on this, but also going against me, kind of being like they settled their differences. Says who? Dylan says Habib can't fighters suck at stand up anyways. Habib got pieced up by McGregor and Justin and Michael Johnson. Don't ever forget that, Dylan. Islam got pieced by Volk and Dustin. Yeah, true. But Islam does have better striking, Dylan, I will say. Cupcake says, but still, rest in peace, Shavkat's father. It's rest in peace, Shavkat's father, bro. It is rest in peace, Shavkat's father, but it's just like, ACD, you're just a fucking spineless shill, and you annoy me. You actually annoy me. That's that toxic positivity I talk about, boys. Dylan says, King Green's dad and brother got shot and killed. Wait, his father too? I thought it was just his brother, Dylan. But anyway, yeah, I mean, that's that sad story I'm talking about, man. What happened to Nick's new IG? It's deleted now. I don't know. I don't know, Tony. Okay, so I mean, let's just kind of go through some of these. Wait, I've been meaning